Nancy, I don't think I've talked to you about this yet, but congratulations on getting engaged. I bet you're really looking forward to the wedding, huh? And, actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. There's something that's worrying me about your wedding, and I hope you don't mind me saying it.
Oh, hey Audrey. It's been a while since we've talked, huh? Thanks for your well wishes about my engagement. And you say you're worried about the wedding? What is it?
Well, to be more precise, it's less about your wedding and more about your engagement as a whole. You know that me and Alex go way back, right? We've known each other since we were kids, and we basically talk about everything to each other. He's probably told you as much, am I right? I feel like it must have come up in your conversations together at some point.
Oh yeah, trust me. I know all about how good of friends you guys are. Alex talks about you all the time. All the time. Like, he prefaces every conversation with, "So Audrey and I were talking the other day, and..."
Right? And that's the thing that concerns me. You guys might be getting married, but nothing's gonna change the fact that me and him are best friends, and we always will be. Are you gonna be comfortable with that? I've been wondering for a while how you're gonna react to how close we were, so I thought the best thing to do would be to ask you directly.
Well, I really appreciate that you're considerate enough of my feelings to ask me about that, Audrey. The answer to your question is, I'm not altogether too concerned about Alex's past. The most important thing to me is that we're going to start a new life together. We trust each other, and we're both really looking forward to spending the rest of our lives together. So, regardless of whatever sort of past the two of you had together, Alex's future is with me.
Not really sure what you meant by that, Nancy. Like, do you think that Alex is your possession or something? Like you're the only person who exists in his world now?
No, that's not what I meant at all. I'm just saying we're getting married, so we're going to build our own future together. That's all.
You know, I've been wondering about this for a long time now, and I still really don't get it. Why did Alex pick you? But it's whatever. He made his choice, and he can live with it. I just think you ought to know Alex has personally told me that I will always have a special place in his heart and in his life. So you can say your vows and exchange rings and whatever, but just so you know, Alex isn't going to be spending any less time with me. If anything, we might just get even closer than we already are. I really hope that you can find happiness being married to him, but I kinda doubt you will. I still say that the best woman for Alex is someone who really understands him. A woman like me.
Audrey, why are you doing this? What are you saying all this to me for? You're acting like some kind of dog marking her territory or something. It's almost like you're threatening me. You can go ahead and think what you'd like about Alex, but how you think has absolutely no impact on our relationship. So, before you go getting any ideas in your head, you're not going to get me to break up with Alex. Is that what you're after? Do you have a crush on Alex or something?
Who, me? Nah, that's not it. Alex, however, he might be another story entirely. But hey, if you really want to marry Alex, then you're more than free to do so. Okay, I'll let you go now. That's all I wanted to get off my chest. I'm really looking forward to the wedding. It's gonna be so great to celebrate your wedding with you. I might even have a little special celebration with Alex.
Is that so?
Okay, see you later.
Hold on, Audrey. Let's get one thing straight. This is our wedding. It's going to be the happiest day of our lives. Then we celebrate the moment we become bound together forever. If you are genuinely happy for us and want to support us, then you're more than welcome to come. However, if you have any issues at all, then you don't have to come. And if you can't handle our relationship, then I would very much appreciate it if you would put some distance between yourself and Alex. That's what would be the best for everyone involved. Another thing, there are going to be a lot of my family, friends, and business associates at the wedding. I don't want to deal with any kind of trouble on that day. Is that clear?
Crystal clear, Nancy. You don't need to worry about a thing. I'm totally, genuinely happy for you guys. I hope you take really good care of Alex for me. Well, I think I'll keep on taking care of him too, actually.
Right. I gotta go, Audrey. Talk to you later. Alex, can we talk? Audrey just texted me again. I'm starting to get concerned about her. You don't think she'll do anything funny, do you?
Nancy, come on. It's just like I told you before, you're overreacting. I know it's concerning for you because she's a girl and she's really close to me, but trust me, me and her are done, okay? All she is to me is just another one of my old friends from school.
I know, you've told me that before, and I do trust you, but it's her that I'm worried about. The way she's going out of her way to text me all this stuff. It's just suspicious. I can't help but feel she's planning something. And all I'm saying is that I would like for us to be on the same page about how to handle it if something happens.
I hate you seeing get so stressed out over her, Nancy. Is it because she's so cute? Like, is it some kind of a jealousy thing with you, or what?
That has nothing to do with this, Alex.
Okay, well, even still, I feel like the things she's been telling you really aren't that big of a deal. If you ask me, I'd say that you should be worried a lot more about your own mental state than hers.
Alex, I am being serious about this. Would you please take me seriously? Yes, I'm concerned, and for a very good reason. Audrey is being super aggressive toward me. I'm terrified about whether she might have some ulterior motive, what that motive might be, and what impact she's going to have on our wedding. And that means it's just as much as your problem as mine. And, by the way, you're still not home yet? What are you out doing tonight?
Man, Nancy, you really just need to take some time to chill out. I've tried telling you this so many times, but you're so stressed out that I can't get through to you. Audrey is my friend, that's it. If you keep overreacting to every little thing that she says, it's gonna drive both you and me crazy. So whatever your issue is, whether it's stress, jealousy, or whatever, you need to get it figured out quick. Because if you don't, then I'm gonna start to worry about our future together.
My issue is not stress or jealousy, Alex. This is about my ability to trust you as the man who's going to be my husband. Tell me, Alex, can I trust you? Is the wedding gonna be all right?
I'm telling you for the last time, you're overreacting, period. The end. Just don't even think about Audrey and all your problems will be solved. Like, really, you think she's gonna do something to trash our wedding? If you ask me, if you stay on edge like this for much longer, you're the one who's gonna pop off and do something crazy.
I guess this conversation isn't going to go anywhere, so can you answer my other question? Where are you right now?
I'm out having drinks with my boss, so I'll talk to you later.
Really? You're out drinking with your boss again? Come on, Alex. I really wish you would take some time to have a proper conversation with me.
Yo, Nancy, where did you go? What are you thinking, running off at a time like this? Get back here!
What is the matter with you? I have never in my life seen someone do something so low, so scummy, so heartless. And at our wedding! You owe me an explanation.
Scummy? Seriously? It was a joke! A classic practical joke! I wish you could have seen the look on your face when you were walking down the aisle, but then Audrey came up from behind you wearing a wedding dress. Then she pushed you aside and beat you to the altar. And you know, just saying, she looked pretty good in that dress, didn't she? Anyway, we can't continue the ceremony until you get here, so when are you getting here?
Never. I'm going home, you jerk.
What?
As if I would ever come back to you after something like that. The wedding is off.
Whoa, Nancy, hold on just 1 minute. You're joking, right?
Would I joke about something like this?
Well, what Audrey did was just a joke. Okay, sure, I was pretty surprised when she knocked you down like that, but it was all a simple prank. She never thought you'd get that mad. I guess maybe she did go a little bit overboard.
That was a joke to you? Exactly what part of that was funny? Can you tell me that? You're absolutely insane, both you and your precious old friend. Let's set aside the fact that she wore a wedding dress to another woman's wedding for a second. She waited until Here Comes the Bride started playing, the chapel doors opened, and I was about to walk down the aisle with my dad. Then she physically pushed me aside and ran straight to the altar. What kind of idiot thinks that qualifies as a joke?
Well, she thought it was a joke, obviously. That's just the way Audrey is. She always was the funniest girl in our class back in high school. She was just playing around. You shouldn't be taking what she did so seriously. All she did was try to lighten the mood at our wedding. Make people laugh. Is that such a bad thing to do?
She was trying to lighten the mood? I don't believe what I'm hearing. You really still don't get it, do you? What she did was not a little bit overboard. It was straight up cruel. This is not the sort of thing that you can get away with by using the tried and true "it was just a prank, bro" excuse. Do you have any idea how humiliating that was for me? How do you think I felt walking out of my own wedding still wearing my wedding dress? Tears streaking down my cheeks, my makeup ruined, my hair a mess. Then I had to wait for a taxi out there like that. Thank God I'm home now and no one can see me anymore.
What the? You mean you actually went home? But the wedding, it was only getting started. We haven't even finished the ceremony, not to mention the reception. What are we gonna do about all that?
I don't know, Alex. What are you going to do about it?
What do you mean?
I mean, just what I asked. What are you going to do about this? Are you going to just go on like normal and pretend nothing happened?
Look, for now, let's just get through the ceremony, okay? We can talk more after that. Just calm down, okay? Take a deep breath.
Actually, I'm surprisingly calm right now. How are you doing?
This is crazy. Audrey only meant it to be a joke. She said that she never wanted to make you this angry.
I'm not the least bit interested in anything that woman has to say. Even if I were, I didn't mean to make you mad isn't an acceptable apology for what she did. As a matter of fact, no apology would be acceptable to me. She did the cruelest thing I could imagine to me on my wedding day, and I will never forgive her for that. I asked you so many times, Alex. She's not going to do anything crazy at the wedding, is she? But every single time, you blew me off. And it's not just me who's been hurt by her actions. How do you think my parents, friends, and other guests feel right now? What are you going to say to them?
I don't know. I'm at a loss for what to do here. I never thought that you would get so angry about this. Can you just get back here for now? I'll think of some way to salvage this by the time you arrive, so give me some time.
I'm not giving you one more second of my time, Alex. I've given you more than enough already. I should have cut things off with you the second I got evidence that the two of you were having an affair.
What? What are you talking about?
I thought you had said she was just an old friend, but it turns out you are much more than just that.
Wait, Nancy, just listen to me for a second. I was not having an affair, not with her or with anyone else.
Do you really think you can still talk your way out of this?
I'm telling you, Nancy, you're making a mistake. If you would just give me a second to explain, you'll see that I'm telling you the truth.
If you saw exactly what evidence I have against you, you'd know that I am definitely not making a mistake. I know that you were with Audrey before the wedding, and really, when I think about the way that you've treated me up until now, it really is the only logical conclusion. So, Alex, go ahead and give me your explanation. You said you can clear up the confusion, right? Well, be my guest.
Okay, so, it's kind of a long story, but long story short, we are definitely not having an affair. Yeah, me and her used to be together, but that's all in the past. It's over.
I see. Well, that's a very good explanation, Alex. But it's missing a few details. Like, for example, can you explain why you've been staying the night at her place 3 times a week?
How do you know about that?
And there it is.
Look, I know it looks bad. Really bad, but I swear I was serious about you. I was faithful to you.
You are way, way too late to be talking about being faithful. I have evidence of what the two of you have been talking about, and that your relationship is still ongoing. Seriously, Alex, what were you thinking? Doing something like that so close to our wedding?
I'm telling you, it's over between us.
Alex.
We're not together anymore!
Alex!
I swear on my life!
Alex!
But it really was over between us! At least I thought it was. I guess, I don't know, sometimes your past comes back to haunt you. But please, can we just meet up and talk about this?
What good is talking going to do?
I want to prove that I really am serious about you.
Snap out of it, Alex. I told you it's too late for that.
But Nancy!
But nothing! You think you can prove to me now that you're serious about me? Please. Any chance you ever had at getting me to trust you again is gone. There is no coming back from this for you. Our relationship is broken. There's no fixing it anymore. Even if we could fix it, I'm not interested. I'm breaking up with you.
No. Nancy, you can't be serious.
When have I ever been not serious with you? Really, has there ever been a single time? But hey, look on the bright side. You can keep the wedding going as it is. Just have Audrey take my place. That's the way you wanted it to be, isn't it?
No, that's not true. I only ever wanted to marry you, Nancy. I'm really, really sorry. I never intended for any of this to happen. I never thought things would end up this way. If I had known that, I would have done so many things differently.
You're free to feel as much remorse for your actions as you'd like, but just know that nothing is going to change my mind. All the trust I once had in you has been shattered. I never want to speak to you again. I never want to see your face again. I never want to hear your voice again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to completely rethink all the plans that I had made for my life, so I'm gonna put away my phone. And as for this most disastrous of weddings, you can rest assured that you are going to pay for the entire cost.
What? I'm gonna have to pay for the whole thing? Nancy, please, you're not really gonna break up with me, are you?
Of course I am. You'll be hearing from my lawyer within the next few days. Goodbye, Alex. I hope you enjoy your life with Audrey.
This is absolutely insane! You're suing me? For what? All me and Alex ever did was fool around, and that's the same thing I did at your wedding. I was just fooling around. It was all just a big joke. I don't deserve to get sued for anything.
It doesn't matter if you think it was a joke, Audrey. All that matters is that I have all the evidence I need of your actions at my wedding and your affair with Alex. If you're surprised by the amount that I'm suing for, you shouldn't be. Considering the amount of pain and suffering you've caused me, I'd say you're getting off pretty easy. I have every legal right to sue you for damages, and so that's what I'm going to do.
I don't get it. I really don't get why you're so mad about this. My relationship with Alex, my surprise at your wedding, that was all just one big joke. You don't have to take it so hard.
There's another word for the surprise we're talking about. Assault. And once again, it doesn't matter if you intended it to be a joke. It was very serious to me, and so was the damage you've done to me. You were actively engaging in an affair with my fiancé while repeatedly lying to me about it. Then you assaulted me and humiliated me on what was supposed to be the happiest day of my life. If you really don't understand why I would be so mad about that, then you must be even more of an amoral scumbag than I thought.
Look, I'm really sorry about all that stuff, okay? And I'll never do it again, so please don't sue me.
Yet again, Audrey, I don't care if you're sorry. It does not matter one little bit. All that matters is the scale of the damage that you did to me and the amount that the law allows me to sue you for. And I've already consulted with a lawyer who told me that the damages that I'm demanding are well within the legal limits. The only way that you're going to be able to reduce those numbers is if you're willing to settle, which I highly recommend. But, in any case, shouldn't you be happy with this outcome? You were really angry that I stole Alex away from you, weren't you? And now you've successfully stolen him back from me. You win! Congratulations! I'm breaking up with him, so you can go ahead and marry him instead of me.
Marry him? Who said anything about marrying him?
You mean you don't want to marry him? If that's true, then I'm really lost as to why you would have done what you did. All those texts telling me that you were a better match for him than me? The way you stole my moment walking down the aisle at our wedding? I mean, you do have feelings for Alex, don't you?
Yeah, sure, kinda, but I have stronger feelings about you.
Oh. You mean that you came between me and Alex because you wanted to get with me? Well, sorry, but I don't like girls.
That's not what I meant! Get over yourself, yuck! I don't like Alex as much as I hate you!
You hate me? But why?
You just piss me off, that's all! Things didn't work out at all between me and Alex back when we were younger, but then you came along, and within just a few months of dating, you're already talking about getting married? How did things go so well for you? I haven't had any luck finding a good guy after Alex and I broke up, but at least I still got to be close friends with him. He made me feel special in a way that no one else ever did. All I wanted to do was make you understand that I was more special to Alex than you. That would have been enough to make me feel better. It wasn't supposed to happen like this.
But you did have an affair, didn't you?
I don't know. Can you really call it an affair? I'd say it was more like scratching an old itch. I mean, we were both pretty drunk, so...
It really seems to me like you're still emotionally dependent on Alex, and dangerously so. You were so bitter and jealous that he chose me to be his wife, and therefore more special to him than you, that you lost control. You used your continued relationship with Alex as a band-aid to cover up the emotional wounds from your inability to find someone who truly cared about you. The only way you could hold on to your self-esteem was through continuing to believe that you were the most special woman to him. What you did was no different from a child lashing out when her security blanket gets taken away.
Maybe.
You're such a pathetic loser, Audrey.
Hey, I am not!
If you were so dependent on Alex's attention, then why didn't you just work harder to make him like you in the first place? Instead, you waited until after he was already engaged to somebody else to really start to pursue him. And as that somebody else, I cannot allow you to get away with that without facing the consequences. You might think of me as cold for doing this, but there is no way that I'm going to give up on suing you. I'm doing exactly what I should do in my situation. Nothing more and nothing less. Once I'm done with you, though, you're free to do whatever you want with him. He always told me you were prettier than me anyway.
Really?
I wish you the best of luck with him. Just don't drag me into it anymore. You're both perfect for each other. A couple of lying, backstabbing losers.
Nancy, please, I'm begging you, don't break up with me! Audrey was only using me to get at you! I was never serious about her! Everything that happened at the wedding was just her awful prank! It's embarrassing to be talking this way, but you were the only one I ever loved! I never wanted to damage our relationship!
No matter what you say, nothing is going to undo the damage you've done. And what do you mean you loved me? Love isn't an emotion, Alex. It's action. And what did your actions tell me? They told me that you don't love me and that I shouldn't trust you ever again.
I know, but you have to give me another chance! You have to know that I've taken a ton of damage from what happened at the wedding, too! After you left, your parents came up and screamed their heads off at me in front of the whole crowd! And a bunch of my co-workers were there and they saw the whole thing! They know that I cheated on you, and they'll probably never talk to me again! I never intended to cheat on you, honest! I just made a mistake, a very stupid mistake!
I don't care how you justify it.
It's only been a few days, but the whole company heard about the wedding. My boss pulled me into his office earlier. He said that the company was rescinding their offer for a promotion.
Yeah, I can see why they do that.
I was placed in the lead of a new project that the company was investing a lot in, but they took that away from me too. I'm gonna end up doing desk work until the day I retire.
Well then, I guess you should have taken more care to ensure that your ex-girlfriend and current mistress didn't do anything to wreck the wedding. So, what do you want, Alex? Do you want me to feel bad for you?
I just want to talk to you. I'm sorry about what happened with Audrey, but I swear it's all in the past now. I'm really sorry for betraying you, and I'll never do it again. Please, Nancy, you're the only girl that I love. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. So, can't we try and start over again? I don't want things to end between us like this.
This is just you trying to save your reputation with your friends and colleagues, right?
No, that's not it!
Save it, Alex. I'm not interested in hearing anything you have to say. You might think that you can change my mind with all your emotional speeches, but that's not gonna work on me. I'm seeing things more clearly than I have in a very long time. I suggest you take a moment to look at things clearly yourself. You can start by considering just how much damage your affair and behavior at the wedding did to me.
I'm telling you, Nancy, I never wanted any of this to happen. I'm sorry I hurt you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So please, don't break up with me. I want to marry you.
That desire will never become a reality, and you only have yourself to blame. There are some things that saying you're sorry won't fix, and this is one of them. I talked to the venue staff, and they'll be sending you the bill for the wedding cancellation. Pay it by yourself. I'm not giving you a cent. I don't need or want any more apologies from you. Our relationship ends completely, right here, right now. If you have anything else to say to me, you can say it to my lawyer.
It's gonna be really hard to pay it by myself, but I'll do it. But in exchange, won't you at least consider taking me back?
There is no amount of money in the world that could get me to do that.
I'll even cut off contact with Audrey for you if you want. I was an idiot for letting her get to me. I only found out the other day that Audrey felt so strongly against us getting married. I guess she had felt like our relationship was becoming closer and closer to a romantic one, but then you and I got engaged and that was a big shock to her. I think the way she was texting you and what she did at the wedding were her way of trying to show you who's the better woman.
All things that I was fully aware of several days ago.
I know I sometimes told you that Audrey was prettier than you, but I didn't mean it. I can see now how much that hurt you, and I'm sorry for that. All I've been thinking about the last few days is how much I regret the things I did to you.
Good for you. I don't care, though. The moment you pay the bill for the wedding will be the final time that you and I will interact. After that, I'm going to act as though you never existed. I think you can understand why our relationship has brought me enough pain already.
You're right, Nancy. You deserve happiness, and I hope you find it.
And in spite of everything, I hope the same for you. Goodbye, Alex.
Hey there, Nancy. I'm sorry to message you out of the blue like this, but I wanted to apologize for what I did at your wedding.
I appreciate that, but why are you just doing this now?
Because I finally realized what an idiot I was. The truth is, I was jealous. Alex always seemed so happy with you, and I wanted that for myself. I got emotional and lost control. I'm the one who came on to Alex. It was my fault we had an affair. I was desperate to do something, anything to stop your wedding, and I'll forever be ashamed of myself for that.
To be honest, I had a feeling that was what happened. But even if it was just out of jealousy, that doesn't change the facts on the ground. You ruined my wedding and my relationship with Alex. I hope you carry that guilt with you forever.
I promise you, I will. There's no excusing what I did to you, and you have every right to be angry at me.
Again, I appreciate your apology, but it's not going to accomplish anything at this point.
So, you aren't gonna get back together with Alex?
Not a chance in the world. I already told him as much. There's no fixing what he broke. Actually, I told him that the best thing for me would be to never hear from him again.
I think you should know, Alex was absolutely crazy about you. Whenever we hung out, you were all he talked about. And the reason he was hanging out with me so much right before your wedding was that he felt sorry for me. I used those feelings to get him to come to my place, and we...
I know what happened next. I don't want to hear it.
Ah, right, sorry. I'll shut up now. Again, I'm really, really sorry for everything.
You don't need to apologize anymore, but I am grateful that you did. Thank you. You might be in for some rough times ahead, but I do hope you make the best of it. I'll be doing the same for myself. Goodbye, Audrey. It took me a few weeks after the wedding for me to finally get my wits about me again. I have to admit, when Alex told me that I was the only girl that he ever loved, it did give me some pause about my decision to end things with him. But it's like I told him, it was too late. I knew that he and Audrey had an affair, and I saw the way he reacted to Audrey's stunt at the wedding. There was no way I would ever be able to trust him again. So I accepted his apology and appreciated it, but my resolve remained firm. Alex kept to his promise to pay for the full cost of the wedding. However, the damage that he did to his reputation is still having a pretty powerful impact on his career. Audrey was having a pretty hard time of things herself. It's a somewhat small town, so word of her exploits spread fast. Eventually, she couldn't handle being the subject of constant rumors, so she moved away. In the end, she and Alex stopped talking to each other too. I guess they both thought that it would be the best for them to leave their past behind entirely. As for myself, I'm still working on rebuilding the plan I had for my life. Fortunately for me, I have a whole network of family and friends who are there to support me every step of the way. I'm taking things one day at a time, one step at a time, gradually moving forward to a brighter future.